Welcome back to another video. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little weird, out of my comfort zone. I really don't do videos like this, but it's gonna happen, and I feel like you guys need to. It's gonna happen. Pretty much what I want to say is that I'm gonna be uploading a lot of different content on this channel. It's not gonna be just about cars. It's not gonna be only about my hyper high drugs that I do talk about in some of my videos, or the first video that I've ever made. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to my first videos that I suffered from anxiety and stuff like that. But pretty much want to tell you guys that all the content that I'm going to be making is what I want to put out. So if you want to rock with me, if you want to support me, I'm going to be uploading any kind of video that comes to my mind, which is vlogs, my life, cars. The only reason it's not just a main car channel is because with the cars I do have to buy parts to make content, and that is not where I want to spend all my money right now, because listen, everything right now, just splitter, side skirts, exhaust, everything is anywhere from $200 to $300 and up. So it's very, and that's not where I want to spend my money. It's at the point where I'm happy with it at the moment. More mods will come soon, but I'm not gonna just solely put this channel onto just relying on cars. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of workouts once I, get the courage to make a video. That it's gonna be reviews, gonna be anxiety kind of talks on how I manage that. A lot of videos coming. But anyways, let's cut to this video. I'm gonna be talking about the A6000 and what my personal experience was with the A6000, because a lot of people want to start photography, a lot of people want to start video, and by any means I am not any professional. I am just an average Joe that picked up a camera, started looking into photography, wanted to make my own content. So I have no expertise. I am learning through the process. I'm learning. Okay, I'm not an expert. I will just tell you what I have learned in the past and what I can give you guys to help you guys better with pictures and stuff like that. This is the camera right here that I started everything with. I bought this back in 2016, 17. I can't remember. I never used it. I only bought it just because I wanted to spit on a camera, but I didn't really know anything about it because I was too lazy to learn. Pretty much three things that you need to know: ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. It's pretty much all you need to know. The lower the aperture, the more depth of field that you're gonna have, and the ISO, it just controls the light, how much exposure your picture has. The more ISO it has, the more noisy your picture will be. So you want to try to get that as slow as possible, especially on a sunny day. And then your shutter speed, it just depends on if you're taking pictures of something that's moving really quick, like sports. You want to have it at a high shutter speed. So all those things kind of work together. Kind of like if you guys, I don't know if you guys are into fitness, but kind of like what fats, carbs, and protein, they kind of all work or together. This is a really, really nice camera. It's so, now that I'm filming on the A7iii right now, and just for starters, this is so light that I miss it, because the A7iii with the gimbal, it feels like 25-30 pounds. This one is so light, it's very portable. I'm selling it right now, but honestly I do want to keep it just to make other type of pictures, because this takes really good pictures. The good thing about it is you can start with this and invest in a good lens, like what I have right now. I have the 1.8 50mm, which I think is one of the best lenses. But for this, I would recommend a 35mm with a 1.4 aperture. You'll get some really, really clean shots. I'm going to include some pictures of the A7iii and the A6000 to kind of give you guys a little bit of difference. I do prefer the A7iii, but if you really come down and you look at them side to side, you won't tell the difference unless you know a lot about photography and you're literally zooming in and stuff like that. But even at that, you can't really tell a difference. Where the difference comes is the video. The video right now that I'm shooting is 4K. It's really nice video. But for this one, you can't really get good quality video unless You do a whole ton of editing, and if you're gonna do video editing and video recording, and you don't know a lot about cameras and lenses, I suggest the A7 III. But for photography, this is still one of the best cameras. Like I said, I've taken pictures with this, and I compare it with the A7 III, and I can't really find a difference per se, but I still do prefer the A7 III. If you have a good budget, I would go with the A7 III. But if you're just looking to spend anywhere right now, they are going for $300 to $400. I'm selling mine for $400 if anybody's interested in it. Very, very light, simple. The screen comes out like this. Everything's right here. The record button is right here. All your settings are right there. Manual exposure, shutter speed, aperture, everything, film. This has a flash even. My A7 III does not have a flash. The battery is not the best on this, but it does do the job. Your charging cable and your HDMI. But I will include a lot of a lot of pictures and some video quality of the A6000 compared to the A7 III, or you guys can look at my other videos that I've shot with the A7 III recently. And like I said, it's by far one of the best cameras for video. And what else can I say about the A6000? It's one of the best budget-friendly cameras that you can get right now, that you can get all the shots that you want. And like I said, I don't know, I might keep it just to have it as a secondary camera, because it does shoot really nice pictures. Very, very portable, compact, that you can put it just in your backpack. Very light, and so far I have been enjoying this camera, because it's not to the point where it's so much information that you don't know what to do. You kind of, if you play with it, you kind of get to know what you need to do to get a good picture. But the good thing about it is that so pretty much you just have to learn about the camera, learn a little bit more about ISO, aperture, shutter speed, and stuff like those. Those are the three main ones that you really need for photography. And so I'll include a lot of the pictures here. And if anybody wants the camera, just let me know. I'm selling it. Reach out to me, send me a message through Instagram. I'll put my Instagram down in the description below. And so I would say, if you want to start with anything, start with this. For pictures, if you want to start with video, start with the A7 III. Invest in a good lens. That's it, because a standard lens that comes with this is terrible. It is terrible. I think it's a zoom lens that's like, I think it's 16mm to 50, but it's not the best. It's not the best. I did get some few shots at the beginning, but once I got into the lens that I have now, it was just like night and day. So let me know what you guys think. This is the best budget phone in my opinion right now, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Okay, so pretty much what we have here is the record button here. This is where you can go to all the menus for the white balance, the flash, drive mode, ISO. Pretty much you can do a lot of things here, what focus area you want to focus on. The screen does come out like I showed you previously. You have your little menu here for manual exposure, shutter speed, aperture, priority, your intelligent mode, which picks out the perfect, well, not the perfect, but it picks the settings for you depending on the scene. A lot of people use this if they don't want to, deal with the ISO, with the shutter speed and all that. I recommend that if you're really new to the cameras, just go with that. It'll have the settings for you. And then obviously you got the panorama and the movie button, and you can set these right here, these little C1. There's another, I can't remember where it's, C2. You can program those to whatever you want, like kind of like a shortcut. This controls your aperture. I don't have a lens on here right now, but this controls your aperture, your shutter speed, and that's pretty much it. This is your flash. And like you said, it's very, 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 very light. I love it. I really do miss it, but I had to move on. And right here you have your little jack. Not your jack, but like your charging and your HDMI. That for your tripod and your battery and your SD card right there. The great thing about this is that you can buy any lens and you can adapt it to this camera right here, and you will be good to go.
Wow, so pretty. Ayo misalkan mama. Sandri ya sih. Oh.